Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on the show, and I am here to talk about game number, I think this is game number 14 of the season, game 2 of 3 against the Texas Rangers, and the Dodgers win 6-3. They took 2 out of the first 3. They win the series. They'll go for the sweep tomorrow with Roki Sasaki on the mound, looking for a bounce back outing. Emmett Sheehan was looking for a bounce back outing tonight, and that's the 2 homers he gave to Brandon Nimmo. Thought there were kind of some dumb approaches, to Nimmo. But a much better outing if your name isn't Brandon Nimmo. I think they went 1 of 18 against the right-hander. You end up going 6 innings, 4 hits, only walked 1, 3 runs, 6 strikeouts, 77 pitches. Thought very serviceable outside of the homers to Nimmo. First one was just a fastball that he got crushed, and the next one I think was in, but probably a pitch he was looking for. Outside of that, I thought Emmett Sheehan was pretty good. I thought his velocity stayed up. Maybe it was just mechanical, because he was throwing about probably 95, 96 most of the game. So that was encouraging. So much better outing than he's had his first couple, which is very positive to see. Vesey, I believe, I'm pretty sure it was his birthday. He ends up getting the final out. Trina did allow 2 base runners on, but he got a huge strikeout, and Vesey gets the strikeout to end the game. When he's fired up, I'm fired up. Dodgers really used the homers in the first inning. Pretty sure Ohtani, after a leadoff homer by Nimmo, Ohtani hits a solo home run to tie the game, and then Teoscar hits a 3-run homer. So that's really what carried the Dodgers throughout this game. Was the great pitching by Emmett Sheehan despite the 2 homers to Nimmo. Other than that, he pitched really well, but the homers at the start really helped off Jack Lear. He pitched really good his first couple outings. Tonight he just ran into a damn good lineup, and Dodgers crushed his mistakes. Their 5th run, I think, was a double play that drove in a run, and it took until the 8th inning for Andy Pages to do something. His bad games, man, are RBI singles. He hit a single, lost his helmet steal. His bad games, I guess, are just an RBI single and drawing a walk. Will Smith got on base all 4 times tonight. Teoscar had a 3-run homer and a double, so 2 extra base hits for Teoscar. The bullpen did their job. A much better out. That's probably the best Jack Dryers looked at his first couple outings. Struck out the side. Very encouraging to see because he didn't look good the first couple outings like he'd had last year. He looked really good tonight, struck out the side. Tanner Scott continues to be what I thought he was going to be last year. A quick 9-pitch inning where he got all 3 batters out. That was a 1.3 ERA. So very encouraged of Tanner Scott this year, man. He's looked really good. Blake Trinan, I think, had his 6th or 7th appearance, and he still hasn't given an earned run, so good for him. And Alex Vesey, there were 2 base runners on Trinan, but he got a huge strikeout for the 2nd out, and then Vesey got the strikeout to end the game. So the bullpen, Blake Trinan has had a really good start, bounce back year to start this year. Tanner Scott as well, Vesey, and hopefully tonight is maybe start Jack Dreyer, getting back to what he was last year. So great job by the bullpen. Emmett Sheehan with 6 good innings, a very quality start, and the bullpen held it down for the final 3 innings. Or no, 7, 8. Yeah, held it down for the final 3 innings this game, and Pages with an insurance run there late was huge. Getting a big insurance run there late. So they've took 2 out of the first 3. They're now 11-3 on the season so far. Man, I love to have that energy Alex Vesey has on the mound. But the offense really carried him to start, and Emmett Sheehan gave Emmett Sheen a good lead to work with, and it was a pretty dominant start if it wasn't for Brandon Nimmo. Most notably, his fastball velo was up 1.3 from his season average. He drew 16 whiffs, a 38 chase whiff rate, or CSW percentage, whatever the fuck that is. It would have been a dominant start if it wasn't for Brandon Nimmo, which he's been good for the Rangers. They made that trade, got Brandon Nimmo. He's been pretty good these first 14 games with them. But I think now they technically have 7 comeback wins. They trailed at the start there, 1-0. They now have 7 comeback wins. And Vesia still hasn't given up a run this year. Still hasn't given one up. But Treinen and Alex Vesia combined to close the 9th inning. They pick up another series win. Don't think they've lost a series yet this year. I know they did, sorry. They lost that Cleveland series. They lost 2 out of 3. Other than that, you know, they swept the D-backs. They took 2 out of 3 against Toronto. They swept Washington. They've won the series here. Outside of that Cleveland series, they've either took 2 out of 3 or swept the rest of the teams they played so far this season. So tomorrow they go for the sweep, I believe, with Roki Sasaki tomorrow. But let's go over the stat sheet from tonight's game. So, I guess a good little game recap. Texas start off with a solo homer. They're in the first inning with the Dodgers. Ohtani, leadoff homers from both Nimmo and Ohtani. Teoscar had a 3-run homer, makes it 4-1 in the third inning. Now they get 5-1, a double play ball that scored a run. Texas got 2 there in the 6th on Nimmo's 2-run homer, so Nimmo went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Now all 3 of his hits were extra base hits, and he's in 364 start this season, by far the best in this lineup. All 3 of his hits were extra base hits, 2 homers. Dodgers got an insurance run in the 8th inning. Teoscar doubled and Andy Pages singled him in, and the Dodgers were able to hang on in the 9th inning, not blow the game this time, and get a 6-3 win. So that's your game recap. Let's go over the stat sheet. Dodgers improved to 11-3 record, 6-2 at home. They had 9 hits, 6 runs, 1 error. They scored 4 in the first, none in the second, 1 in the third, none in the fourth, none in the fifth, none in the sixth, none in the seventh, and 1 in the 8th. And they did not have to bat in the 9th this time. Ohtani 2 for 4, an RBI with a slow homer. Kyle Tucker 0 for 4. Smith 2 for 2, 2 walks. Freeman 1 for 3 and a walk. Muncy 0 for 3 and a walk. Teo 2 for 4, 3 RBIs and a homer. Pages 1 for 3, a walk and an RBI. Freeland 0 for 2, and Kim 1 for 3 and a walk. Sheen 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Jack Dreyer 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Tanner Scott 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Blake Treinen 0.2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Vesia 0.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. For the Rangers, they dropped to 7-7, 4-4 on the road. They had 4 hits, 3 runs, no errors. Nimmo had 3 of their 4 hits. They had 1 in the first, none in the second, none in the third, none in the fourth, none in the fifth. They scored 2 in the 6th, none in the 7th, none in the 8th, and none in the 9th. Nimmo was 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 homers. Duran 0 for 4, Seager 0 for 3 and a walk, Berger 0 for 4, Peterson 0 for 2, McCutchen 0 for 2, so they both struck out on all 4 of their at-bats. Carter 0 for 2 and a walk, Jansen 0 for 1, Higashioka 0 for 3, Smith 0 for 2, Haggerty 0 for 1, and Josh Young 1 for 3. Leiter 3.2 innings, 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Alexander 2.1 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Garcia 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And Chris Martin, the dude from Coldplay, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, 2 strikeouts. In the first, Nimmo homers, and Ohtani homers, and Teoscar homers. In the third, Teoscar grounded a double play, scored a run. In the 6th, Nimmo homers. In the 8th, Pages singles. And 6-3 is your final score. So Dodgers have at least guaranteed themselves a series win. They'll go for a series sweep tomorrow at 4:10, so a day game. They took 2 out of the first 3. Let's go over the pitching matchup. For tomorrow, it'll be Jacob deGrom against Roki Sasaki. So we'll see how Roki Sasaki bounces back. A little bit of a rough start there in Washington. Start off good, but then it just got worse. So we'll see if Roki can have a bounce back out, and just like Emmett Sheen did tonight. So yeah, that's really I got. Play the Rangers tomorrow, 4:10 Eastern, and then after that they'll play the Mets for 3 games. So yeah, it's off before they have an off day and then go on the road and play Colorado. But yeah, that's really all to say here tonight for this recap. So leave a like, subscribe for more. Till next time, Alkalite. Peace. Have a good night and go Dodgers. I'll see you tomorrow.